Hello, welcome back. Let's get on with this cabinet, get things moving. That's on, they're on, they look pretty good, I'm pleased with those. And they're pretty flush. That slight gap, which is a very, you can't even see it, it is a bit more over here. That will be, I'll be rectifying that by adjusting the mitre here to ensure that that comes up straight, so that will get rectified. But it's looking really good, it's looking really straight now, which is great. So I'm happy with those. Right, what's next? Well, busy day, but I've got that end on. That mitre's really crisp. It's flush on the outside. It's a beautiful mitre there. This is all preparation for the other end, which I'll glue first thing in the morning. Clean that up, and then I'll need to mount the torch inside. Let's get in there. Good morning. Lots going on. Let's grab a cuppa. Nettle tea. Sunday morning. Been rubbing my eyes a lot lately, and I had some nettle tea a few days ago, last week, and it was so much better after having nettle tea. And this thing is mirror glass. This is UV resistant glass. It's really seriously purple when you look up at it. But anyhow, I keep my nettles in there. And it's changing already. I've got to say, it smells a bit like seaweed. Never easy to plane a piece of wood while you're trying to hold a phone and film, and anyhow. Smooth, beautiful. Other end on. Glued up, clamped. As you can see, you can never have too many clamps, but the mitres are great. Pleased with those. Keeping the cabinet parallel. That cramp, so what's going on? That cramp's keeping the cabinet parallel. The internal length of that mitred piece is exactly the same as this one, so there's no fitting just to make it fit. It's fitted to make it identical. So I don't know why I'm being overcritical with this. I don't know why. Because I suppose that happens sometimes, maybe what I'm going through. Anyhow, that joint's great. So that's keeping it exactly the same width as the carcass here. These are keeping it flush with the end on that end. These cramps here, these three cramps here, are keeping that tight down onto there, so that's good. These two cramps here are keeping any bowing, which there is a tiny bit in that. They're keeping any bowing, so they're flush there. Ready to just have it be cleaned off and sanded. Front planed off, light sanding. Top planed off, light sanding. These edges planed off, light sanding, and then that part of the framework is done. But I'm then going to fit the torch in. So it'll be back up on its end. This is its bottom end. So yeah, that's moving on. Get on with something else while that dries. Right, I'm back on this, and I'm being terrible really. I should be on it more often. But I'm being cautious about making sure the workshop's tidy, and only being on this when I'm in good mood, in the right mood, everything's going. Anyhow, look, the way I'm holding this in the cabinet is there's going to be a pin sticking out the bottom just inside there, and I've had to make this fit the taper that goes inside here. What a pain in the neck. 5-sided thing, not happy. It tapers. It's not happy about this. The oak's not happy. Anyhow, the next thing to do, if I just roll that over. So the plan is that will go in there. I'm at this line here, so it's going to go down here somewhere. I'm going to now put this in the lathe and turn a dowel on it so that I can drill it in the right position to get the right angle, and the dowel will come through the bottom here. That will be wedged. As a way of stopping this getting rammed onto here, because this, oh yeah, it doesn't just go in there, it tapers. So to stop this tapering and coming down too hard, what I've done is I've planed it so that one side, there you go, one side is wider than the other. I will be gluing another piece on the back of this, which will be hidden out the way, but it will be a stop, which I might even run some felt around it so that it stops it going on. That goes in there about, well, you can see that's about 1.5 inches. So that's pretty good. So I'm pleased with that. That's going well. Turn it, put a shoulder on there. Now the thing is, with the shoulder on there on the lathe, it will be square to that, so it'll be perfectly upright. I've then got to just trim that shoulder at a very slight angle, not square, around 5 sides, so that'll be fun, so that it's at exactly right. So I'm going to have some fun. So let's get this thing on the lathe. Right, so to clamp this to that properly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the back flat. I'm going to put a V in here, which will give me a very good clamping surface. So I'm just going to do that there. Can you guys see? Anyhow, you know where I'm going. It's going to have a V in there so that that clamps to that, so that both of those surfaces are parallel, so I can clamp it to that. I'll do that. I'll come back to you. Sometimes you need 3 pairs of hands, so what I've done is I've just put the G clamp in there. I'm then going to hold that with one hand, tighten that up with the other hand, and now I can't do it because I'm holding the phone. So yeah, use your voice with the whole G clamps. It's great. They're great. Right, that's pretty good now. That's equal both sides. That's equal both sides. So that's going straight up. So now I can get this, and I can put it in there, and I can see the angle I'm after. I'm after it being somewhere like that, after the bottom being somewhere like that, and I'll be happy with that. So right, I'm going to find that. I'm going to put you in the stand and I'll find that angle. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what this says. Let's set it for metric. And this is 12mm, bang on. So I've got this set of flat bits, which is a lovely set, German set of flat bits, and there is a 12mm there. So, spade bits, flat bits, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to use that because it's a fraction tighter, so that will allow me a little bit of wobble on it, but also because it's a long bit, it's not going to twist drill, it's going to throw it out. I haven't got a Forstner bit that's 12, my Forstner is 12 point something, 12.8 I think. So this is the best bet, and as well as that, extending that and the drill from the bottom of the hole is going to give me a longer drill to make sure I'm in the right place. This is the one. Let's get it done. That's going to go about there. The centre is about there. Centre of there is about there. Let's get that. So I'm going to put the pencil in the middle where I think I'm expecting the bottom to be. Top up there. That's about there. The distance from back to the front, 120. So that's marked off at 60. So I've got that. I know where the top is. It's there, middle of the top. So that's the angle I'm after. So I'm going to this is one of these Japanese, sliding bevels. Not Chinese. And I'm going to put that at the back there. And I'm just going to hold this on the line that I want to hold it on. And I'm going to now set this up to that angle. That's good. Okay, so that's the angle I'm after. So now I've got an aid sitting in the back there. Tighten that up, but there's almost no need. It's not going to. No bump sticking out the bottom. So that's going there. So I need to drill at that angle. So as I'm using the drill, I'll be able to look through. The drill will be up here, the bit will be down there. I'll be able to look at that and marry that up and hold it, the drill in the centre there, so I know it's going straight. let's do this. So that goes there. The drill is, I might pull it a little bit further this way, only a touch. That's going there. The drill's in the middle of there. I know that's 60mm down there. I could look in the middle of the back there and go 60mm to the middle of there, which is there. I can now look through there and eye that up to make sure that that is the angle I want. It's looking very good. Right, let's do this. That's it. Right, I'm going to check that 60mm there. It's 50 something. I'm going to move it over to 60. And I'm imagining a line through there. It's looking pretty good. Right, I'm through, I think. I'm through into the bench. And I just hang that over. There's a hole here. I'm just going to hang that over there. There we go. Right. Now, if you were a bit nervous about that, so was I. Let's be honest about it. Well, I've put everything in place. And sometimes you've got to wait till you've got a plan B before you do plan A. You'll think through and think, right, I'll do this, but if something goes wrong, what am I going to do to get out of that? I've got a plan B. So I'm okay. If I hadn't got a plan B, I wouldn't have started it. Let's get it on. Let's see what's going on. So let's take this off here. Oh, excited, are you? Oh, blimey. Let's see. So let's just take a couple of bits off the back. Let's sweep the bench off, because there's going to be bits on there I don't want. Let's just turn it over and look at the back, see what's going on here. Oh, that's pretty clean. It's not, oh, there's a little bit just hanging on. Let me get a scalpel on that. Yeah, scalpels. Get scalpels in your workshop. They are pretty. Right, I'm going to try this first. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a bit more play in that than I thought. Was wobbly. Right, let's see how I get on. Full of dust and muck. There's a hole in my bench about there. That's going in there. There you go, found the hole. So the bottom of this is still square. So it wants to stand up, it won't be leaning over. But let's just put that on there. Let's get the torch. Let's put the torch in and see. This probably, oh, it will go in. And that's going to go in like that. Well, that's without any adjustment or anything from me. Do you want to have a look? So that's straight on. So it does need to come up more. Ideally I want it there and not there. And yeah, that's great. And it's a bit lower than, so it's a bit lower there than the height up there, but it's got to be able to slide off. So I need the room there to slide it. There you go. It's on its way. So I'm pleased with that.